What if one day, after years of studying, working, planning, and dreaming, you finally received the job offer that could change your life? You pack your bags, sell your belongings, say goodbye to your family, and book your ticket to a better future. And just when you think your dream is finally within reach, you get an email. Your visa application has been rejected. No explanation, no second chance, just rejection, cold, silent, and final. This isn't just happening to one or two people, it's happening to thousands. In 2025, the global spike in work visa rejections has left hardworking people around the world devastated, confused, and broken. But the real question is, why? Why are so many skilled workers being turned away? What's really going on behind the scenes? And is there a hidden motive that governments aren't talking about? Let's start with the numbers. According to newly released data, work visa rejection rates have increased by over 40% in several major countries, including the UK, Canada, and Australia. That's not just a slight rise, it's a spike. And for some nationalities, like those from South Asia, Africa, and parts of the Middle East, rejection rates are now as high as 60 to 70%. That's unprecedented. These aren't people who made mistakes on their applications. These are professionals, engineers, nurses, IT experts, construction workers, people who were invited, in many cases, by the countries now rejecting them. They passed all the tests, paid all the fees, cleared all the interviews, and still, they're being told no. Let me share a few real stories. Amir, a software engineer from Pakistan, spent 2 years preparing to move to the UK. He received a job offer from a London-based tech company, cleared his English test, and paid thousands in visa and lawyer fees. He even signed a rental contract in London. Then just 10 days before his flight, his visa was denied. No reason was given. The company couldn't help. He lost everything. Then there's Ritu, a nurse from India. She was recruited through an NHS hiring program. She did everything by the book, but her application was rejected due to a new financial maintenance requirement that hadn't even existed when she applied. All her efforts, gone. These are not isolated incidents. Online forums and immigration groups are now flooded with similar experiences. People are scared, confused, angry. And the worst part? Nobody is giving clear answers. Government websites keep saying things like, "We are updating our immigration policies to reflect labor market needs," or "Applications are assessed on a case-by-case basis." But behind that vague language is a much more disturbing picture. Sources within immigration departments and leaked internal memos point to something far more calculated. In many countries, governments are quietly tightening visa rules, not through public announcements, but through internal systems. They're using AI tools to flag applications, secretly raising financial thresholds, and even setting silent quotas to reduce immigration from certain regions. And they're not required to explain any of this to the public. These silent changes are nearly impossible to track. That means even if you meet the official requirements, your application can still be denied, simply because you fall into a group that's been internally deprioritized. This trend is especially dangerous because it's hidden. People are left to guess what went wrong. Was it a missing document, a timing issue, or was it something else? The emotional and financial toll of these rejections is enormous. Families are being separated. Applicants are falling into debt. Mental health issues are on the rise. Some people have even reported suicidal thoughts after repeated rejections. When your future is tied to a piece of paper, and that paper gets taken away, the damage is deep. It's not just about a job anymore. It's about dignity, about hope, about feeling like the system sees you as human. And who is being affected the most? Data shows a clear pattern. Applicants from wealthier Western countries still enjoy high approval rates, but applicants from developing nations, even when fully qualified, are facing rejection after rejection. This is leading many to ask, is this discrimination? Is the system racially biased? Immigration officials deny it, but the numbers speak for themselves. Some advocacy groups are now preparing legal action against visa systems that disproportionately target applicants from certain ethnic backgrounds. But change, if it comes, will take years. Meanwhile, the human cost continues to rise. Parents are watching their children's future slip away. Husbands and wives are being forced to live apart. Young professionals are losing faith in global systems that once promised fairness. And it's not just the applicants who are suffering. Many employers in countries like the UK and Canada are struggling to fill vacancies. Hospitals are understaffed. Tech firms are desperate for talent. Construction projects are being delayed. The very systems rejecting skilled workers are also crying out for help. It's a contradiction that makes no sense, unless you understand the political game being played behind the scenes. In election years, immigration becomes a hot topic. Politicians, eager to gain votes, often promise to reduce migration, tighten borders, and put their own citizens first. And that means skilled workers, even those desperately needed, become collateral damage. Quiet rejections, no headlines, no outrage, just dreams, quietly buried. But here's what you can do. If you're applying for a work visa in 2025 or beyond, you must be smart, cautious, and fully informed. Triple check every document. Use qualified legal help if possible. Keep copies of every email, every form, every conversation. Don't fall for agents who guarantee visas. No one can. Apply only through official government portals. And most importantly, don't lose hope. Rejections hurt, yes. But many people who were rejected once were approved the second time. Some won appeals. Some found other routes. The system may be flawed, but your dream is still worth fighting for. We must speak up. We must demand transparency. We must protect the people who give up everything for a better life. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about immigration. It's about fairness, justice, and human dignity. And if this video helped you understand what's really going on, if you felt the pain, the injustice, the emotion, then please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us reach more people who need this information. And together we can keep asking the hard questions and pushing for real answers.